Nenu Kasi, and Chi Ishkode, hummingbird, the great fire. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you have only waited for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you have only waited for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you have only waited for this moment to arrive. You have only waited for this moment to arrive. You have only waited for this moment to arrive.
Okay, BOOZHOO, and welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. Isn't that right, sweetie? You tell him, baby doll. Baby doll. With me today, as she is every day, the lovely and the talented Natasha. Ikadon BOOZHOO, Weenie Mushane. Say hello, sweetheart. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. And over here, once again, the rock star cartoonist himself, Michael Lyons. Ikadon BOOZHOO, Niji. Say hello, brother. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. And what else? I think that's all we have for today. And this has been your Ojibwe. Nah. Hey, look, Wigglebutt Farm is here, sweetie. No way! Well, good morning, Wigglebutt. Let's get a big old gold star like they do in the Olympics for Wigglebutt. BOOZHOO, Wigglebutt! I love that name. Boy, are you like me, sweetie? What do you mean? Are you just on the edge of your seat with Winter Olympics fever? Is that still going on? I don't know. I think it is. The Winter Olympics. I've never cared about the Olympics, but I especially am not paying attention this time around. I don't think most of the world is. No one's talking about it. It isn't like the good old days when Tanya Harding and the other lady. Yeah, what was the other lady's name? Tanya Harding and Jennifer or something. Yeah. There was the white trash girl and then the prim and proper, rich girl. We were competing in the skating competition. And white trash girl goes, hey, I got an idea. This might give me an edge. I'm going to get one of my white trash cousins to get a pipe and just, take out her knee. So the day comes and whack. And he runs away and I get Tanya Harding. What was her name? She was pretty, too. The brunette, anyway. She's like, why me? Why? Oh, what a world. She's holding on her knee, and then she was out of the competition. I saw a meme where they were talking, this is back when Black Lives Matter was starting. Yeah. And they showed a picture of Tanya Harding and the other girl. And it said, back in my day, when we took a knee at a sporting event, we took a knee at a sporting event. We didn't just, protest the national anthem. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, the Winter Olympics. I don't know. I think a lot of people care about hockey, and I don't know those people. I never cared about hockey either. I know a lot of people assume, oh, you must love hockey. You're from Minnesota. That's a rich kid's game. We didn't have hockey in my school. You know, we couldn't afford skates. We didn't have a ice skating rink. We didn't even have outdoor lights for our football games until like the mid 80s or something. You know, that you'd be playing, some away team comes to your town. You're like, let's play football. And they're like, let's hurry up. The sun's going down. We're going to be playing in the dark. We don't wrap up this game. Is that right? Probably not. I probably made that up. Anyway, how are you guys doing on this Friday morning? Oh, Nano Geisha good. We're here on the 5th day. It's Friday. And hikes, it's full on winter. Just relentless this year. I know. What's going to be 20 below tonight? Yep. 20 below. 0. Right after the podcast, I got to go back down underneath the house and turn on the space heater again. Make sure my pipes don't freeze. But yeah, I spent most of the afternoon yesterday shoveling. Ugh. Brutal. It's a brutal winter, you guys. It's really cold. Check out this cartoon. Brr, gisana. Brr, gisana, says the little fox. And the Ojibwe there says, Eya, gindebwe wagosh. Eya, gindebwe wagosh. Brr, it's cold. Gisana, brr. People always state the obvious in wintertime. Yeah. And Misa Jidamu, the squirrel here, he goes, Gindebwe, you're right. You speak the truth, Wagosh. That's right. Wagosh. Hey, yeah. Debwewen, truth. And this is a cartoon by Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist. You can get a collection of Michael's books. Oh, no, I should make this big, huh? Ojiberish, an illustrated introduction to the Ojibwe language. As far as I know, sweetie, there's not another book like this in the world. There's other Ojibwe books. Yeah, I know, and there's like children's books in Ojibwe. But this is, I don't know, it's kind of uniquely Michael. How come you put an alien on the cover, Mike? Of Ojiberish? Yeah. What's that got to do with Ojibwe language? Aliens are just really easy to draw. Is that right? Yeah. Ojiberish. Anybody ever get offended by the term Ojiberish? Yeah, there was one person wrote in saying it was disrespectful to the language. To the language? Yeah. I don't know, they took offense. The language was offended. The language itself. Ojiberish. Before this is all over, I think we're going to change the name from BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO to Ojiberish. When we go mainstream, sweetie? When we go mainstream? Yeah. There's going to be some big changes this spring. I don't want to speak before my time. We got some stuff in the works for the BOOZHOO crew this spring. This show is going to start looking a little different. Missy knows why, but nobody else does. And I think when that happens, we're gonna rename the show. Maybe what do they call it? Rebranding. We're gonna have a new rebranding. Yeah, it'll be the new improved BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO live stream, but it'll be called Ojiberish. And I think it'll be a little funnier and a little more interacting with the public. But that's all I'm saying for now. I don't want to ruin the surprise. son. Gozes. I grew up in a very small town. It's known as a border town. It was a small town that bordered the Leech Lake Indian Reservation. It wasn't an Indian town. It was more of a redneck town. And when the rednecks want to kind of intimidate you, they call you son. Listen here, son. What is that you got dangling from your earring there, son? I don't understand, son. Gozes, son. Which is interesting because son is Jesus. And then people always say, oh, Jesus, like Jesus, the Son of God? No. Jesus. But Gozes is son, like your boy. Nin Gozes would be my son. Gi Gozes would be your son. Ni or nin, when it's before a G, means my. Nin Gozes. And Gi Gozes, you, Gi, your, I guess, your son. Which brings me to my next point, sweetie. Yeah. Daughters. Donis. Doctor. Lots of times when Gitchimanadu talks to you, he calls you Nindanis, huh? Yep, Gitchimanadu, the Great Spirit. He calls me his daughter, Nindanis. My daughter would be Nindanis. That's a pretty Indian name. There's a lot of Indian girls. Not a lot, but I've met a few Ojibwe girls whose names are Nindanis. And Gitdanis. Gitdanis is your daughter. So on today's Ojibwe cultural teaching, I'd like to talk about how you're raising your daughters and your sons. Really? I don't know. Hey, look who's here. It's Jim. Well, good morning, Jim. Mino Giga Jabe. Mino Giga Jabe, Jim. Silver star for Jim. Silver star for Jim. How you doing, Niji? Did you get the son? I was going son. The rednecks I grew up with, they didn't call you a boy. That's like a southern thing with black people. Hey, boy. But up north, the rednecks are like, son, I ain't saying what I'm about to say, but you listen up, son. Just 'cause we live out in the north woods of northern Minnesota, that don't mean I can't have a southern accent. I'm telling you something, son. I come from LaPorte, Minnesota, and I don't know why I have a southern accent. Nobody else in my family does. But I chewing tobacco. I like to spit. I would have made a good redneck. You think so? Yeah, I'm a little skinny to be a proper redneck. You either got to be way skinny and like methamphetamine skinny, or you got to be big beer gut. You can't just be sort of, a guy who walks a lot and doesn't drink beer thin to be a proper redneck. But if I had a beer belly, I could just adopt the southern accent. Hey, boy, you listen up, son. Just about as right as the sun will come up in the morning and go down at night, I got to say this one thing. It's kind of fun to do that accent, too. It scares me. Do you get scared with the redneck accent? Yeah, you never know what's next. You never know if you'll be followed by a good pickup dragging. Hey, I was learning here, sweetie. Well, hi, I was learning. BOOZHOO, I was learning. Why don't you sit down, have a cup of coffee. Have a cup of the black medicine water. Makere mashkiki wabu. We're just talking about sons and daughters and rednecks who like to say son. Listen, son. When I was a kid, a lot of elders would just call you son. Even if they weren't your dad. You're like, what? I guess it was the redneck elders more than anything. Son, I'm going to tell you this once. You keep walking through my yard like that, you're gonna create a path. I don't need another path there. Walk on the thing there, son. Or whatever it was. But that was then. This is now. So, mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. What do you think, sweetie? What is the best advice you can give parents? Advice I can give parents, and also considering I don't have any kids. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if parents aren't parenting enough or if they're parenting too much. Yeah, no kidding. What is going on with that? Back in my day, the parents didn't parent much. You know, they had jobs. Everybody's mom, whether she was a real feminist or not, was kind of bought into the, you know, just because I'm a mother doesn't mean I have to mother you. You know, I have a job too, or whatever. You know, most of my generation was raised by the school teachers and babysitters. And your parents worked their jobs, and then they had their own lives. You know, they would have parties and stuff, but they'd make you go sit down in a basement. They're like, can I just at least get a bowl of Chex Mix and bring the TV downstairs? If we can't, she goes, okay, the adults are coming over. No, this is no place for children. Get down in the basement. And then she'd attach the chain to our ankles. No. No, just kidding. But, you know, parents in the 80s just lived their lives, and the kids were just sort of in tow. Then the millennial parents or whatever, when we became parents, like I was stalking my old college girlfriend the other day on Facebook. Yeah. And all she ever posts are pictures of her daughter. Just for the last 10 years, I've watched photos of her daughter grow up from a little girl and all her achievements, and just, you know, loves her daughter. So involved in her daughter's life. Every school event, you know, homecoming, you know, and now this little girl is grown up and off to college. And you see in the one picture of the whole family, there's a picture of the second husband she's divorced, or is divorcing or something. And a son that she never talks about, refers to, has no pictures of on Facebook. I'm like, that's real nice. I wonder how the son feels that she clearly loves her daughter more than her. But I've noticed that people in this generation, like, I don't know if it's my generation. It might be the 20-year-olds who are now having kids, or the 30-year-olds or something. That's another generation, really. They love their kids, man. They say dumb stuff like, oh, my son is my hero. What? Your son is your hero? That's stupid. You know, my daughter is my best friend. You know, my kids are my world. They'll say stuff like, my parents never talk like that. My kids are my world. My dad had said that. My uncles would have teased him to no end. But these days, it's like, you know, take it easy. You can love your kids, because the problem is the kids growing up thinking they're, you know, something really special. Well, isn't that good for self-esteem? Nah. It's a tough world out there. You got to knock your kids down so they can, you know, it's better to be knocked down by somebody who loves you than by somebody who doesn't. No. Nah, I'm just kidding. Hey, Papa Wagosh is here. Mino Giga Jabe. Yeah, right back at you, Papa Wagosh. Good morning, Papa Wagosh. You must be feeling pretty good. Get up early, take a hot shower. Yeah, boy. Set Jim done. Yeah, boy. You're feeling pretty good now. Got your water back. Yeah, I've taken 2 showers since we got our water back. This is great. You never appreciate the little stuff until it goes away. And it's not the little stuff. I mean, having running water and a flushing toilet and being able to take a shower and... Holy man. There's an ambulance out there, sweetie. That's a cop car. You think that's a cop car? Yeah, it might be. Man, this neighborhood. Never a dull moment. It's probably ambulance. We live right down the road from an old folks home. So every other morning there's like an ambulance racing to the old folks home and slowly driving away half an hour later with no lights. You know, oh, another pickup. Somebody died in the night. I don't know. Is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna take him home tonight? Is she really going out with him? If my eyes don't deceive me, there's something going wrong around here. Why are you singing that song? Because I love that song. Yeah. But if looks could kill, there's a man there who's marked down for death. Actually, the lyrics are really dark. What do you mean? Well, just that. During the break or the whatever, I'm not sure what that's called. The part of the song where they change the key, he goes, but if looks could kill, there's a man there who's marked down for death. If looks could kill, there's a man there who's marked down for death. 'Cause I've had my fill. I've had my fill. He's fed up. Listen, you, take your hands from her head. I get so mean around the scene. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, hey. Do, 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 do. Bottom, bottom. Anyway, but you know what is that? He's gonna kill some guy because he took his girlfriend. People have killed for less. Yeah, they have actually. I like to watch those true crime YouTube videos. You ever watch true crime where they just kind of go over something that really happened? So many murders are because of custody. Couple gets together, makes some kids, they divorce. And then over ugly divorces and child custody issues, people get killed. Like, what? You guys care way too much about your kids. You're an Gidonis and Gigozis. Your son ain't that special. Let me say that. Really? Yep. Okay, let me just start with saying this. I don't hate kids. I don't know how that gets started. But I will say, your baby, he's boring, he's rude, and he's dumb. Don't say that! I'm serious. I went over to my buddy's house the other day, and there's his son, and he's like, ooh, look at this, oh. Look at him, he's and the baby, that boy, so rude, interrupting all the time, chewing with his mouth, he was just drooling. He goes, oh, look, this is my son. I'm so proud. I was like, proud? What? He can't even walk yet. He can't even talk. I don't even think that kid can play a musical instrument. He was like 5 days old. He goes this. Your son is not special. Take it easy. You're not the first person to ever have a baby. Oh, and Gidonis, your daughter, she's not that pretty. And you're not a king. Quit calling her your princess. You gotta think against parents, I think. Yeah. Your son and daughter. Oh, I'm so proud of my children. Maybe if you had achieved something of your own, then you could be proud. And you can't be proud of your kids. There's another one. Quit being proud of your children. It's like being proud of your race. You had nothing to do with that. Oh, my son is president of the United States. Well, good for him. He should be proud of himself. You are the father of the president of the United States. Is Joe Biden's dad still alive? Certainly not. Do you think he's proud of Joe Biden? I wonder. Should we call him up? Yeah, could you call up Joe Biden? Okay. Since we're talking about sons and daughters, I got a few things on my mind I'd like to say to Joe Biden. Okay, it's ringing. Did you call the White House? Yep. You can just Google the White House. It's that easy. Hello. Hi. This is Natasha from the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. Yeah, the Ojibwe language. Yeah. Say, can I talk to Joe Biden, please? President Joe Biden? Okay. I'm on hold. You wouldn't think it'd be this easy to get a hold of the president, but... Hello, is this Joe Biden? Hi, this is Natasha. Oh, I'm doing great. How are you? Yeah. Well, I guess I'm wearing a kind of a pink flannel shirt. Never mind. Would you like to be on the show this morning? Yeah, NanaBOOZHOO wants to talk to you. Okay, hang on. I'll transfer you. Line 2, NanaBOOZHOO. Thank you, sweetie. Line 2. Da 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 da. That's not it. What's the president's song? I can never remember, but that's the English one. Anyway, welcome to the show, Mr. President. Huh? Come on, man. Who is this? It's NanaBOOZHOO, sir. Oh yeah, you're that fella with the sweet little girlfriend. Yeah, it's Natasha. You're just on the phone with her. Yeah, I like that girl. She's cute. She's real pretty, like. Yeah. Anyway, how you doing this morning? Well, you know, I'm all right. I was just having my oatmeal. You're eating oatmeal for breakfast? Yeah, you know, it's a good way to start the day, and I can eat it without my false teeth. Oh yeah, you got those big old false teeth. Yeah, except I keep them in a glass of water at night. Oh, okay. I mean, come on, man. You gotta put your false teeth in a glass of water. Yeah, that's what I hear. Hey, can I ask you some questions about Gigosis? Gigosis, my son? Yeah, sure. Wait. No, I'll do it. Hang on. Gigosis, your son. Yeah, my son. Gosis, son. Yeah. I was watching the show right before you called. Yeah, okay. How's Hunter doing? Well, you know, I'll tell you something, boy. I mean, come on. He's a good old boy. But, you know, he's got his demons. He likes to smoke crack cocaine. So I came up with a law. I'm going to make a free crack cocaine pipes for all the drug addicts. I'm calling it Hunter's Law. Hunter's Law. Yeah, man. You shouldn't have to hunt around for a crack pipe. You should be able to just go get a free one. That's what I'm saying. I mean, come on, man. Free crack pipe. Yeah, do you really think that's wise? Well, you're just going to smoke crack anyway. So, you know, crack pipe. What are you going to do about the fentanyl crisis? What now? You know, fentanyl. And the opioid crisis. I mean, that's... You know, aren't you going to do something about the real drug crisis? I don't know what you're talking about, boy. I like to take my pain pills. I take the pain pills in the morning with the ice cream cone, and then I feel just good. You take pain pills or your ice cream cone? I just take a handful of Vicodin, so when I eat my ice cream, I don't get the brain freeze. Okay. Well, that's a terrible way to live, but... Gigosis, your son. A lot of us here are very, very concerned. We're very worried about Hunter. He seems to have a bad drug problem, and he doesn't know how to respect boundaries. He married... Didn't he marry your other son's widow? Yeah, my other boy died. He's dead. We had to bury him. But, you know, there's no reason why a perfectly good daughter-in-law should go to waste. I was like, come on, man. Just go and, you know, you can marry my boy Hunter. he's a good time. He's in a hotel here. And then they got married. And then he smoked some crack. So I sent him to, where did I send him to? Was it the Ukraine or Yugoslavia or something? I forgot. Yeah, I put him up. I got him a job. And so, it all worked out. Now he's a painter. Yeah, that's what I hear. He's a painter. I mean, come on, man. Think about it. Paints. Yeah. That's Ningozis. That's my son. So what else? Yeah, I don't know. I was going to trash your son a little bit more, but I always end up feeling bad for him because you were his dad. What's that supposed to mean, man? I was a good old boy. I was a good dad. I think you messed up your kid somewhere along the line. Yeah, well, I like to swim in a nude. Yeah, what is that? I don't know. It really bothered him as a boy, seeing my ding-a-ling as I like to swim in a pool all naked. Yeah, you shouldn't swim naked. Did you hear that, sweetie? Yeah, he swims in front of the CIA naked, in front of ladies and stuff. Hey, it's just my birthday suit. Nothing to be ashamed of. I like to swim. I used to be a lifeguard. Yeah, here we go. One time I was leaving a lifeguard place and Corn Pop, he was a bad dude. He wanted to jump me. He was this black boy. Black boy? I mean, he was a Negro. Negro? I don't know what you call it. Anyway, I say, you're going to fight me. I'm going to wrap this bike chain around your neck. He was a bad dude. Yeah, we've all heard the Corn Pop story. I don't know. So you're going to make it to the end of this 4-year thing or what? Hey, I'm proud of my life. Proud of my life. What was the question? I said you're going to make it to the end of your 4-year term, or is your mind just going to completely, ooze out of your ears? They could be wheeling it around like, I don't know what. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm going to have to try some of that crack, though. You can get a pipe for free if you're black. Yeah, what's with that, too? Well, because I'm trying to do something for racism, inequality. It's Jim Crow all over again. Black man's got to pay for a crack pipe. That's racist. Okay, I'm going to go, man. Hey, how do you say goodbye in Ojibwe? We don't say goodbye. We say, I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minawa. Well, Gigawabamin, Minawa, boy. Don't call me boy. Hey, Natasha. Yeah? Gigawabamin, Minawa. Oh, Gigawabamin, Minawa, Mr. President. Thanks for being on the show. I could smell your hair from here. I don't like that guy. He's the president of the United States. I know, but he's a pervert and a weirdo and a nudist, and he screwed up his son. I mean, I guess if I'm telling people they can't take pride in their kids, maybe they don't need to take, responsibility for their kids either. But Hunter is not okay. And, I don't know. I mean, what kind of father did he have? He had Joe Biden. But anyway, enough of that. How are you guys doing? Who else is here today, sweetie? I think the Soul Man is here. Hey, it's the Soul Man. Brian Souls is here. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. How you doing, Nietzsche? Hey, Brian. And Cousin Missy. Good morning, Cousin Missy. Missy wants to get us on stage again. Oh, yeah, huh? I don't know how I feel about it. She wants to go big time, go to the big city. Yeah. The Great River Arts thing is on YouTube now. I saw that. Did you watch the whole thing? I couldn't. I don't know why. I just kept fast forwarding, going, okay. Yeah. Anyway, what is it, about a week ago? 2 weeks ago now? We went to the Great River Arts show. Had a live show. And it looked something like this. No, it didn't. It looked something like this.
To fulfill our mission of being a center of cultural, and community engagement. And our speaker tonight fit that bill just perfectly. So when I got a hold of him and I said, hey, can you come and do this for me? He said, absolutely. And so tonight, it was really awesome when he walked in that door and we were able to share a hug and say hi after not seeing each other for I don't know how long. But tonight, you're going to find out why I have thought the world of this guy for the past 40 years, as long as I've known him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Great River Arts stage, author, puppeteer, musician, and all-around good guy, Mr. Michael Lyons.
I can't do it. Oh, just get out there. Okay. BOOZHOO. Oh, brother, I don't think I can do this at all. Just go out there. You'll be great. Okay. Oh. BOOZHOO. BOOZHOO. Natasha Nindisha Nakaz. Neiman Wyndham. G-A-I-N. Omanungum. Natasha is my name, and I'm happy to be here today. I just said that in Ojibwe, in case anyone's wondering what I'm babbling around about. But I'm Natasha, and I'm on the show, BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. NANABOOZHOO is my boyfriend, but Michael here is the producer of the show. He created it, and it's a YouTube channel. Has anybody here seen BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO on YouTube? Oh, great, cool. So tonight, what we'd like to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about the show. I'm going to talk about Ojibwe language and culture and music and love and whatever else. If anybody has a question, you can always ask me a question. And we're also going to learn a little bit about ventriloquism. Does anybody know what a ventriloquist is? Have you seen those guys like Jeff Dunham? Well, Michael's, yeah, you've seen him, huh? Michael's a ventriloquist. You'll notice he doesn't move his lips when he talks. Isn't that right, Michael?
That's right. My name is Michael, and today I will be talking about ventriloquism.
And it goes on and on and on and on. But Missy wrote yesterday, she's like, hey, what would you say if we booked some gigs in the metro? The metro. Missy's getting all like big city on us. Yeah. And I said, not much. I think it's a 5-hour drive. And I don't know. But at the same time, I think I learned a lot from the Great River show. Maybe this spring when we rebrand the show. I don't know. I mean, it's weird because it was fun in one way to do it. Because a lot of what we do here kind of is just improv comedy. It's the same thing you could do at any improv comedy venue. You know. And, you know, Michael, you actually, you know, you look kind of cool. Yeah, I know, I thought so too. You know, Michael sang some songs and, you know, just like a real song singer, whatever. And people, you know, it kind of works. You can just improv stand-up comedy with us. You know, there's sort of a show there. But there's so much to do to move this live stream show into the car, down to the venue, up on a stage, do the thing, take it down, put it back in the car, bring it back in here, you know. A lot of work, really. I mean, the whole point of doing the show is to avoid labor, right? Yeah, that's exactly right. So, I don't know. I really don't want to do it in the winter. I mean, just forget it. You never know from day to day what the roads are going to be like. You know, like today, it's just crazy winter weather out there. It warmed up just enough to freeze the water on the roads, and there's tons of snow and blowing wind. It's just, you don't want to be on the road today. But, if we make a couple of dumb decisions here between now and whenever, we could find ourselves driving through a blizzard to get to some show in Minneapolis. And that's the other thing. Forgive me, anybody from the Twin Cities who's watching right now. I hate your towns. I think there's nothing more or less inviting. I can't think of any place where I feel less comfortable than living within your city limits. All right? I mean, make whatever assumptions you want about my character, but I hate your town, and it's too busy. There's too many people there. You gotta wait in line. I don't know. I'm no longer apologizing. I say big cities, but Minneapolis is the only one I've been to numerous times, and I'm always relieved, a sense of relief when I leave the city. It's okay, we're finally outside of the city limits. It'll be another 4.5 hours until you get home, but at least you're no longer in Minneapolis. It already feels better. So, that's what I think of your stinking town, which I was actually born in. That's right, you were born in Hennepin County Medical or whatever. Yeah. For a brief period, my parents, when they were young people, decided to move to the cities for some reason. And then quickly ran back up north. But in that time, I was born down there. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but yeah. No, I hate Minneapolis and St. Paul. Oh, but there's so much culture. Really? What? The Walker Art Center? Yeah, that's real great. Oh, you can go see a play. Come down here to the Guthrie. Watch us do a play. We're doing the Glass Menagerie. Oh, look at this. Street art. No, thank you. To me, your whole town and St. Paul, too. That's nothing but one big Black Lives Matter riot. I'm afraid of, I don't want to be anywhere near where they've got murals of George Floyd. I don't know what's going to happen. I wouldn't even want to shop in a like a CVS or a Walgreens drugstore. This might be one of those roaming bands of just, smash and grabbers. Just common band of thieves who come in and just ransack a drugstore and run away. Well, geez. That's nice. This guy's got bills too. No, thank you. Get your town in order before you ask me to come down there and delight your residents with my humor and music. Thinking pretty highly of yourself, huh? I do. Duluth is okay. I feel welcome in Duluth. I lived there for about 4 years. And that's got a big city feel. That's got an old world feel. Duluth feels like what I think London must feel like. It looks like Gotham City. All these big old reset Tartarian buildings and steam rising from the streets. Ancient lift bridge built out of steel. Kind of looks like the Eiffel Tower. It's such a mysterious history, Duluth. These great big ships come in from the ocean. They somehow travel through the Great Lakes and end up in Lake Superior. Get you gummy. The big lake, she says, never gives up her dead. But it's a really old city. And, like all of Minnesota history, you go, what? They did all that in the course of about 50 years when nobody was taking pictures? All right. So you want me to believe Duluth was kind of an untouched, I don't know, wilderness until the 1800s. And then they decided to build great big, Big Ben brick castles with clocks. It looks like England. The lift bridge. Archaeology and technology that they didn't use anywhere else. Archaeology, test technology, and not archaeology. What am I talking about? Like not an archaeologist. What's the guy who designs stuff? Not a draftsman. It's not an archaeologist. Your dad was one. What do they call those guys? I can't believe I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, the guys who design stuff, like engineering. Architect. There you go. I couldn't remember the word architect. The archaeologists. Architects. And what else? Oh, so they build this great big city. The Glen Sheen mansion was a huge mansion. Some rich guy, super wealthy billionaire, had gold floors. Decided to move and build a mansion in Duluth in the 1800s. Why? He'd be the only billionaire within hundreds of miles. So I don't know what the history is really. But Duluth feels okay. Moorhead and Fargo, they're not scary like Minneapolis, St. Paul, but they've really grown in the last 20 years. It's real busy. Traffic's real constant and busy. Oh, we're a college town. Yeah, kind of. We're a hornet's nest of activity. But Bemidji, now here's a place where you drive in, a sigh of relief. You go, unless I slide off the icy roads, I feel safe, I feel welcome. The people here are nice. We call it Minnesota nice. People are respectful of each other, really. We're a largely apolitical town. There's a few people who try to have rallies once in a while that are sparsely attended. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a protest down by Paul and Babe. Like 20 people will show up. No more oil pipelines. And they go home. And it's fine. Nobody gets into a fight. George Floyd died. Nobody did anything. It's fine. But don't move here. Because we like it this way. Of course, nobody owns anything in Bemidji anymore. All these buildings and the apartments and stuff, they're owned by people who live in other countries. This house is owned by a company that comes out of China. For whatever that's worth. I don't know. All I know, sweetie, what? Is that everything's right in the world as long as Jessica Booz is here. Hey, Jessica! BOOZHOO, Jessica. How you doing? It's nice to see you. I ran across an old video of Michael doing a live stream at night about a year ago. And it was just him at night with his guitar. And you were there, and you were like, us that just met each other. Oh, hi. It's kind of fun. Because that's what this show has been, too. It's been a daily kind of check-in with a small handful of people. Hey, how's it going? What's up? I was thinking, Duluth has a rest stop with a beautiful outlook. The Bong Bridge scares me. Yeah, why do they call it the Bong Bridge? It's the last bridge you'd want to drive over after you smoked a bong. Yeah. Yeah, I hated that Bong Bridge. It's this long, scary, swaying bridge that went over the Lake Superior or whatever to get to Wisconsin. And it would get just icy in the winter. Yeah, Superior, Wisconsin was kind of the trashy, half sister to Duluth. We were the classy town. Superior was like their bars stayed open until 2 in the morning or something. It was more the working class side of town. Like, I think if If they had made Flashdance in Duluth, Jennifer Beals would have lived in Superior and been looking at the lights of Duluth and dreaming, one day I'm going to quit being a welder and I'll go be a dancer in the big city of Duluth. And I'll dance the night away, not as a stripper in a bar. What's another weird thing about that movie? She was a stripper? Well, she wasn't really a stripper. She just kept her clothes on, but then got doused with water and did real dancing in a strip club. That's not a thing. Guys don't go to a bar just to watch a woman get water poured on her and listen to good 80s music. I think in the real story, she had to have been just a full-on stripper, which would have made her like a prostitute, really. Let's not kid ourselves, you guys. Anyway, let me quit talking about prostitutes. Up next, the lovely and talented Natasha. But first, here's a song called Is She Really Going Out With Him? That's what people say when they see you with me. Is she really going out with him? Yeah, they can't believe it. They think you could do better. Nah.
Pretty women are walking with gorillas down my street. From my window I'm staring while my coffee grows cold. Look over there, there is a lady that I used to know. She's married now or engaged or something, so I'm told. Is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna take him home tonight? Is she really going out with him? If my eyes don't deceive me, there's something going wrong around here. Around here. Tonight's a night when I go to all the parties down my street. I wash my hair and I kid myself, I look real smooth. Look over there, there is Jeannie with her new boyfriend. They say their looks don't count for much, well so there goes your proof. Is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna take him home tonight? Is she really going out with him? If my eyes don't deceive me, there's something going wrong around here. Around here. Around here. Something's going wrong around here. Something's going wrong around.
Brr! Gisana! It's cold again. BOOZHOO! How you doing? Oh, just thought I'd zug on. Just thought I'd go outside. Here, Agua Ching. Outside. In the great outdoors. Probably say a prayer or something. Today is one of those days where you can't even distinguish in clouds at all. It's just a gray dome over our heads. And this is another thing I don't understand. It was like 20 degrees overnight, and now throughout the day it's plummeted. I think it's like 7 degrees now. As the sun came up, it's just consistently getting colder throughout the day until it'll be 20 below. 40 degrees as the sun is over us. It just keeps getting colder. What's going on? Is the government just turning up and down the temperature and the weather. I don't understand why it gets colder when the sun's here. But if I could write a book of all the things I didn't understand, it would fill a library. No. Anyway, what was I going to talk about today? Sons and daughters. Oh, go hey. Looking out on the snowy field. I used to feel so uninspired. I wonder if the trucker thing is real. They say the truckers are all going to have a big old convoy in Canada, and it's going to start here in the lower states. That's what we are, the lower state. In the United States, the truckers are going to block the roads, and they're not going to deliver the food to protest vaccine mandates. Please, government, don't mandate that we have to get our vaccinations, even though we already got them. It's the principle of the thing. It's just weird that this is the hill that the truckers union, or whoever it is that was organizing this, they decided this will be the political issue that we die, the hill we die on. Or is it a government psyop? That gave me this cough. Yeah. I need some water. Is this how they shut down the supply chain? The supply of goods and services? You know, did they take over the trucking industry and they're going to blame the trucker? Well, yeah, because of the trucking protests. No, there's no food on the shelves. Like, were the truckers behind the fake toilet paper shortage 2 years ago that nobody seems interested in? How we were all, they faked us out with a toilet paper shortage. Oh, look out. There's this new disease, a pandemic. And now everybody's buying up the toilet paper. What? Why? Because, you know, you get the sniffles. You're going to want to blow your nose on the toilet paper. It's like, what does it give you? Massive diarrhea? What do you need so much toilet paper for? And then a few weeks go by and all the toilet paper comes back. And you're fine. I think they were trying to, like, test run something there. Like, what happens? Will the people freak out if we start to stop the supply chains? And sure enough, we did. Or at least half of us did. Enough to make the fake crisis a real crisis. Because all your selfish friends bought up the toilet papers. I knew a guy who bought up like 50 things and filled his, or maybe it was 250. He just bought out all the toilet paper. He was a rich guy. So he had a basement full of toilet paper because of the shortage. It's like, well, yeah, now there's a shortage because you selfish jerk. You just bought up all my toilet paper. I gotta wipe my butt with a sock. Thanks a lot. You know. Not really. But, I don't know. Oh, go hey. Jessica's making breakfast. What am I? I don't know that. I'm outside. Anyway, I better put out some tobacco and say my prayers. Kitchi manadu. Tagawi tukawishan minaway nungum. Great Spirit, please help me to speak well today. I guess I should have started the show with that request. I don't know why I wait till the end of the show to pray. I should pray at the beginning. Kitchi manadu. Taga otapana niwi asema. Please accept my tobacco. Mikwech ka iji kakina keku ka iji chikea nungum. Thank you for everything. that you do today. Miigwech Kaiji Webak. Thank you for the weather. I'm sick of it, but, whatever. I'm not going to complain about weather. Miigwech Kaiji Gijaguk. Thank you for this day. Miigwech Kaiji Bamadazian. Thank you for this life. Miigwech Bizandawieg. Thank you for listening. Apenge. Amen. What? I'm just sitting here. Sometimes I just want to be quiet when I'm outside. I say this as I don't shut up for more than 2 seconds at a time. I can almost hear the fire in the studio from here. It is true, though, The key to happiness is gratitude. I don't know why we always call it. We shouldn't even use the word happiness. We should use the word gratitude. And the gift of hard times or bad times or just anything negative in your life, is it really does help you fuel gratitude for when things are better and stuff that's better. I've lived in some really crappy apartments and some pretty rundown basements, whatever. And when I think of where I live now, I'm really, really grateful. It's the best place I ever lived, even though the pipes freeze sometimes, even though the roof leaks, even though, blah, blah, blah. I noticed Michael wore a pair of holy jeans. Our house is like a pair of holy jeans. It's all worn in, but they're comfortable and it's kind of cool. But when I learned to be grateful for stuff, that's the only time I could ever find what people would call happiness. Anyway. Miigwech Kichi Manadu. Thank you, Great Spirit.
You're more than welcome, me daughter.
Well, there you are. I was wondering if you're going to stop in.
Yes, I didn't want to interrupt your thinking.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Great Spirit.
Hello, BOOZHOO crew.
So, yeah. You think I'm on anything there?
That is exactly the secret to happiness, Nindonis.
Oh, that's our Ojibwe word, by the way.
Yes, I was watching your show.
I'm not going to put the text up because how could I? I'm outside. But speaking of which, it's getting cold out here. I'm going to have to go back in.
You'll go back in and warm yourself by the fire, my daughter.
Okay, I sure will. Ladies and gentlemen, the Great Spirit. See you later.
Gigawabamin Minawa. Nindonis.
Yeah, you too. All right, I better go back. Boop.
Okay, BOOZHOO.
Hi, sweetie.
You ready to come home?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. One to teleport.
Make it so, number one. No.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Is it cold out there?
Yep, it's getting there. It's like 7 degrees or something.
Yeah, I better get downstairs and turn on that old space heater. Hey, I almost killed myself on the steps.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, I wasn't not suicide, but it was super icy. You know how all that water dripped on there?
Yeah.
Well, it made like an ice slide, and I completely, lost my footing, sliding off it, and then like Spider-Man grabbed the sides and kept myself from falling.
Oh, yeah.
And I was immediately filled with gratitude for being able to avoid like breaking my head open.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, I'm glad you didn't die.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, guys. Well, hey, I think that's the show. If you'd like to support the show, you can always click the links in the description below. We have a Patreon and a PayPal and GoFundMe and you can order Ojibwe language books by Michael Lyons. at Amazon.com. I was talking about the trucking thing. Do you think that's a government psyop?
I don't know what to think of it. It's very sketchy.
Yeah, they got together real quick. And I just don't trust anything in the media anymore. But, yeah, I guess we'll see. Michael, you want to add anything?
That's pretty good.
Okay, everybody. Well, having said that, hope you have a great Friday. A beautiful Nano-Geisha good 5th day. And, yeah. Sweetie, you want to teleport me away?
Yeah, you bet.
See you tomorrow. 1 to teleport.
No, I say that.
All right, I always do that. 1 to teleport. Make it so. Number 1. Nah.